Hey, what's up, family? What's going on? For you guys who just received y'all passports and y'all just curious about what's on it and you want to know if they actually change your status over from being a U.S. citizen and to being like a state citizen, the best advice I can give you guys, because we did the EIN method and that's been proven that it ain't the best and it's the most efficient. So my advice for a lot of you guys is you got to get y'all feet wet. I know a lot of y'all been comfortable in the caves. You've been hiding in the basement, but you gotta get your feet wet. You gotta go out there and talk to them officers and put them on game and educate them on these type of subjects. And you show them, like, look, man, look, it's something going on in this country. It's a different citizenship, and I feel like I got diplomatic immunity. They hear that damn story, some people, right? Whether it's a brother or another. They'll run the information just to see what you're saying in you and trying to see and trying to verify the point that you're trying to prove. Because a lot of officers, believe it or not, they inform us for us. They help us. Trust me. They gonna give us all the damn information. I found a brother right now who gonna give us everything. He gonna tell us everything that's going on. He gonna give us the inside scoop of the information that popped up on the background check. He gonna tell us whether or not they can make an arrest based upon what I told them, and etc. That's the thing with us who follow this whole movement into becoming sovereign. You gotta have officers on the inside. You gotta talk to officers. You gotta wake them up just as much as you already woke, because believe it or not, they on the same page as you. They just don't know how to get there. They've been too blinded by their salary, their pension, and their bosses and the state statutes to actually know what's going on for real. We the ones that's digging deep in the ground while they just riding around, just following everything that the legislature tell them. So if you guys want to know what popped up on your background check, if you want to know that you that your transaction file was denied and they don't have access to it. That's what the do not detain mean. They mean they don't have access to your transaction file. So your ID records don't pop up. Your social security number don't pop up. Your address don't pop up. Everything go back with detained and restricted. So that goes back to what I was saying about contracts. Shh, don't tell nobody that. Yeah, so you really gonna have to dig deep. You're gonna have to go to an officer. You gotta sit them down and talk to them and have them run it. There's other cases where you can do the same method. You have to have no contracts with the state. So it's either you go to jail or you get let go. If you go to jail, you know damn well your status ain't been changed. But say for instance, they let you go. You'll know, like, okay, something different about my information. But it's best to actually talk to an officer so he can confirm that with you. I'm a felon, right? So the way I found out that my status would change, I applied for a gun and I got approved. Now I'm a convicted felon. So a convicted felon have no business getting approved for a firearm through a federal background check. So off back, boom, we all good. I ain't got to worry about that. I already knew my status would change the first day. So it's up to you to figure out if your status been changed. A lot of methods that I bring out, these just on the surface methods, that stay-at-home methods. But sometimes y'all gotta get y'all feet dirty. If you really want to know, you gotta get your feet dirty. You gotta go out there and talk to a sheriff, a county officer. You gotta even start a fire somewhere. It can be a small crime, anything. Like, do something just so you can find out what's on your information. Not just fuck with you. Realistically, just talk to an officer and ask them, like, hey, give them the full scoop, the full breakdown of everything and edify him a little bit. And once you edify him and tell him about your situation, he'll pull you to the side, turn his little the camera that's on their chest. Yeah, turn that off and talk to you like the officer did with me. He wants to know about the straw man, so he had to cut that off. So he's gonna cut it off when he talks to you. He see that information come back as restricted. Oh, he is on. So I'm out.